Welcome peeps and welcome back to another GT7. Here we'll be looking at the dashboard. The dashboard has been introduced in the update and it basically shows you everything that you need to, your progress, everything that you've done so far. Have a long ways to go, and today we'll be starting at Lake Louise. So at Lake Louise we'll be doing the circuit experience to try and get gold in all. So heading out to circuit experience, and we'll be using this Peugeot RCZ GRB rally car. So onward we go into stage 1, or course 1, or sector 1, and the game plan is get as much speed, ease up off the gas, gear down, and try to coast around the corner. Didn't make it that time. I managed to do a recording of this before coming and ended up losing all of the recording, so this is actually a re-record, which is why I have a best record up at the top. So here I'll be trying to beat my 32.6 and going with the game plan of speeding and then coasting. So here, keeping close to the corner, then easing up off the gas, dropping down to 2 here, and gas and release, and going flat out here, going to the end of the circuit, and didn't manage to beat my record, but managed to get gold here, and off to sector 2 we go. So here we are in sector 2, sticking to the game plan, speeding through as much as we can. Then as soon as we get close to the corner, ease up off the gas and coast around. And here we are in 3, didn't manage to get a good inside angle here, but didn't manage to crash, but spin out a bit here and ended up losing control and hitting the corner there. So doing a reset here and trying to stick to the game plan as best as I can. So coming off the outside, and as soon as I reach to the second turn, ease up off the gas, drop down a gear and gas release. I find that the gas and release helps going around the corner, because if you maintain a flat out, the car will just continue to slide, but the gas and release kinda gives you a bit more control. And there we go, didn't manage to get gold there, but the game plan is working. So we're going to go at it again and go on outside, then as soon as we reach the second turn, ease up off the gas. Didn't work that time. Going at it again with the same game plan. Outside, and as soon as I reach the second marker, ease up off the gas, gear down a bit. Was 2 inside here, so I managed to hit the wall. Going at it again. Start on the outside left, then bank inside, reach the marker, ease up off the gas, downshift. The thing with downshift in the car, it sometimes goes into an automatic slide, and when it does go into the automatic slide, you would just go back on gas to keep it from hitting the wall. So here we are, and didn't manage to keep it in that time. Going at it again, trying to stick to the same game plan, going on the outside, coming on the in. As soon as I reach there, downshift to 3. I was trying to guess there to keep it from hitting the wall, but didn't manage to, so we're going at it again. On the outside, coming on inside, get to the turn marker, drop down. You can drop down to 2 or 3, gas and release, gas around the corner, ease up, car slides, go around, gas on the corner, and once it reaches straight, you just flat out and Boom. I'm not sure how I managed to break the record there, but came through with a 23.7, beating my 23.9. And onward we go to Sector 3. Sector 3, the longest corner in the history of corners. It's a really huge hairpin, and this gave me the most trouble when playing this game. But these are my attempts. So onward we go, and reaching this corner, trying to downshift, trying to coast around, trying not to slide too much. You can slide. I'm not sure. The sliding for me doesn't help. And again, I'm on controller, so trying to go into a control slide doesn't really help me. So coasting around, gas and release, that's what does it for me. It's just that this one corner caused the most issue for me when trying to use that technique. But here we go, trying it again, going on the inside, easing up off gas, then gas and release. On the turns, the gas and release technique, you notice that I'm either in third or fourth, and then as soon as we ease up, come to the apex, you flat out and manage to do a 23.8, which begins my failure count. So this is failure count number 1. I had failures before, but it was ridiculous for this corner. And hit the wall there, count number 2. Managed to go through there perfectly, no crashes, but it was a failure nonetheless. Try it again for this sector 3 turn, going on the outside, trying to come on the inside. Yeah. Anyway, my 10th try. And trying to get the car to turn there, it didn't work there for some reason. And these were the other failed attempts. For some reason it says, I'm not sure what it is with me, or this game, or the controller, but I feel like I do the same thing over and over and get different results. There's a saying that if you do the same thing and trying to doing the same thing, expecting the same results is insanity, but this it was insanity. Doing the same thing and getting different results, I'm not sure. I feel like this game is out for me sometimes. Sometimes I don't know. I probably should have taken a break, but because I did it before, I knew I could have done it again, and I just kept going. At this point I tried to speed through it, and the driving was so bad. I guess the fast forward didn't want to render it. I don't know. It was terrible. And the worst part is I was really trying. Till finally I got to the golden hour for Sector 3. And sticking to the game plan as I was before. Coast there, ease up, gas and release, then turning, gas release, maintaining. Even though the ghost is ahead, I felt like this would have been a good lap based on how I was going, and for some reason, even though the ghost was still ahead, I managed to break the record. No idea how this happened, no idea what was going on. I just felt like quitting here again, even though I succeeded, because I couldn't understand exactly what. I like this game, but sometimes I just feel like I want to. Anyway, on to the final sector, Sector 4. And having done this already, for me this was the easiest of all the corners somehow. So driving as fast as I can there, ease up off and gear down to 3. You can go as low as 2, Then go back on gas to avoid hitting the wall. I should have eased up off the gas there because I ended up hitting the wall here because I was too much on power. So I went for a retry, and the second attempt stuck to the same game plan, coming into this corner as close as I can in top speed, then easing up as I get to that overhead and going into. I went wide this time but managed to stay straight here, then ease up off the gas here so I can not slide into the wall there, and gas and release, and then flat out as soon as you exit that apex. And managed to hit at 27.8. Didn't beat my record, but still managed to get a goal. And the game plan works for the most part. Still feel a lot of times that I do the same things each round and get different results. But kept at it and managed to get gold. And with that, guys, see you in the next one. Oh wait, sorry. There's the final lap. And on we go. So this is basically connecting all the sectors that I've done before and doing one big lap, and sticking to the same game plan. Managed to hit the wall there. I went through this like 600 million times, but this is the actual successful lap. You guys don't want to see the failures. It was horrible for this. So managed to ease up off gas there, then going on third, hitting limiter, then going inside, easing up, downshifting to 4, going around this corner, easing up, downshifting to 3. It can go as low as 2, which I did, went to 2 shortly, then come back up. You can go flat out on this second sector on the outside, then you turn on inside, ease up off the gas, drop down to 2, maintaining the right turn, then gas and release, coming around here, ease up off the gas, and then gas and release again. So it's pretty much sticking to the same game plans, trying to slide as little as possible as the demonstrations had shown. The demo slides don't work for me, so I try to do it my own way, and it works so far, where I try to gas and release and not slide as much, which I probably think I would get a better time if I slide, but I don't have the luxury of losing control of the car that much, being on controller. This being the final turn, gas and release, then ease up in the middle of this sector, and then going around here, trying not to hit the wall, gas and release, and then flat out on this final straight, and heading for the record of 142. Managed to do a 141, and this was the most tedious race or tedious exercise that I've done so far in GT. But going at it over and over again, trying to find a method that works for you. You can use this method if you want. You can definitely achieve goal, whether you're on steering or you're on controller, but especially if you're on controller, you can use these methods to actually get the gold for this particular exercise. And in getting the goal, of course, you know, the reward is also there, which is, well, in addition to getting a marathon reward, you get a surprise prize. You'll get your 200 for all bronze and your 1 million credit for all gold. Thank you guys for watching, and this definitely is it. See you in the next one.